When I saw an artist who works in Coral Painter that I call Baron Rotten, or B Rotten for short, do a digital painting of an apple, I figured, what the hell? Let me do a painting of an apple bottom. This is freehand in Rebelle. Let's see. Start new. Good thing with this new is that it keeps your palette colors that you chose. And let's see, I'm gonna draw this freehand here. How do you learn to draw a person's body freehand? Let me put this on a different layer. Well, I'm a photographer. I'm shooting models since 1984 with a Minolta. When I put the screen recorder on to record this, it slows down this pen. It doesn't really do stuff accurately. But knowing how to draw the human form is just something I can do. And I like doing it. Now, this is more about blending, but this is a blending light flesh tone. I made that kind of small, but that's all right. I normally don't pre-sketch this slow, but the pen strokes, because of the screen recorder, it's not doing well. One of the great things about knowing how to draw the human form is if you go to Rikers Island, you become popular. Yeah, I had some experience in Rikers Island. Back in 2002, I got in a fight with a person. I went to Rikers Island for 2 months, found not guilty, and got expunged. Let's see. Oh, and you could read all about that. That happening to me in the book Invisible Eden, which it's like the time, what do you call it, Times list. It was a New York Times list. You can read about it in there or in the book Reasonable Doubt by Peter Manso. I saved my butt from being beat up in Rikers by knowing how to draw. I'd be drawing other prisoners' girlfriends and drawing flowers on their letters home to their girlfriends and stuff. Alright, so we're going to start off with some blue down here. I'm going to use blue as a shadow. Turn this down some. And this is about blending. Blue. Blue. It would be, see, the light source is coming from over here, so on her leg would be some blue. Little blue here. Little blue. Well, there would be blue here, but it would be on the inside like that. Now, let's go to a darker light skin tone. This is a darker light skin tone. I'll do that for shadow. The blue is also for shadow. And a little lighter. Let's see. You don't really need the leg part. We're just doing the apple bottom. Well, that's what happens when you blend. Get this in here. Blender. I have the pressure on too much. I keep saying that I have a cold. I don't have a cold. I have an allergy. So if you hear me breathing, sorry. You know, I spent a lot of time in my youth in New Hampshire, growing up, I think, doing portraits in pastel. And I used to watch William Alexander. Don't know how many people remember that. Y'all remember Bob Ross? Bob Ross was a student of William Alexander. And I grew up in my teens and early 20s watching William Alexander and then watching Bob Ross. And they would use and coat the canvas with what they called magic white. This way, the paints would blend. Easier. So, as a pastel artist, I used to put down a very light skin tone, very, very light, kind of like right here, before I put color on the skin. And it made it easier to blend. And I'm going to see at some point if there's a way to do that. In Rebelle or Coral or Art Rage. Art Rage, it's my favorite program, but not very popular. Don't know why. Think it's the best. But I'm starting to like Rebelle. It's starting to figure itself out. Each update is getting better. At first, not so much. Everybody was into it because, hey, look, it drips. Yeah, well, because the animated drip. They were like, this is really cool. They didn't know. A lot of programs did that too. And now you just don't really see anybody doing the drip anymore. It got boring. Absolutely. But here, see, this is how you blend. I could put a little red in there. This is how you blend an apple bottom in Rebelle. And I hope this helps those who think all I do is clone, but I do not. If all I did was clone, I'd probably be dead. Being in Rikers Island. But there you go. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, there you go. There's more we can do to this. Maybe I'll do more to it later. Blue is very, very like complementary to flesh tone. I mean, if I was like to put a blue background, let's say, let's do another layer so I can take this off. But let's put like a light blue and do this here. You see how the skin just popped out? I wouldn't have it this dark though. Light it up. There it is, right? Cool. Alright, bye.